Okay, guys. I don't know if you can see me, but welcome to my channel, and this is Lilith every night. I put on a little bit of meditation music. I just tend to try to avoid certain, I guess, topics, but as it is my channel, and I don't want to give certain. It's like, let me adjust that light for a minute. Hopefully that's better. Okay. Hopefully you can kind of see me, but let me just kind of leave it for what it is. Or maybe I should just sit like this. That's kind of better, actually. That's perfect. So yeah, I just feel like I have so much, I just discovered so much ancient knowledge, and just to kill time and not to force a situation or timing to be on my timing on certain things. I just lately been trying to keep up with my books again, and just I noticed that reading keeps my mind busy. So yeah, I just was like, wow, like I have so much to pretty much, you could even say, share. So as you guys know, my name on here is Lilith Evernight, but I am biracial, and my mother is black and my dad is Mexican. So, but he is more of Spaniard descent, and our last name is pretty rare for someone who is Hispanic or Mexican. Some people wouldn't even recognize. Most Hispanic people kind of don't really know how to pronounce it themselves, but it's actually really easy. And I just didn't understand why my last name was so rare. And then eventually I was watching Ancient Aliens. I came across it, I think 2 years ago. And hold on. Just drinking water. But anyway, it's pretty hot out here in this desert. So anyway, I came across this TV show. Well, actually, I went to Ancestry.com a long time ago. So from my last name, my ancestors are connected to this place called Basque. My ancestors are connected. Supposedly, that's why my last name is so rare, because supposedly my ancestors are, well, maybe not even supposedly, it would make a lot of sense, I guess, why, this last name of mine is rare, but it is a rare place in Europe that is not really known. It's these are the Basque people who are so much that were given recognition by ancient aliens. And I just thought it was interesting because of all of the things that I had gone through in my spiritual journey. I just thought it was kind of interesting that, yeah, I have, a little meditation music going on in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. So, put a little light right there. So, yeah, the Basque people, they are known to be they are known for having a rare blood type. I'm not really sure. I know it's Rh blood. I don't know if it's Rh negative or positive. So if anyone knows, you could just put that in the comments below. But I just thought it was interesting because I did more research on this blood type, and it is connected to the Anunnaki and all those other extraterrestrial races and all that. So I'm not saying that, you know, they are the Anunnaki, but they are considered pretty much aliens because of their blood type. And their blood type, you know, to me, it would make a lot of sense because we are a part of nature, and blood is magic. Blood has a magical energy, you know, and also hair. And that's why people wear dreadlocks for that reason. They wear it because it has a spiritual tie to it. Not everybody wears dreads for that reason, but let's just say that even dreads can hold magic, but so can your blood and your soul. And you know, even being intimate with someone it can be a magical thing. So, but the whole point of that's kind of besides the point. And the people with this blood type, they're known to pretty much like be like the superheroes, or not the superheroes. That's not the good term. Pretty much aliens, and these people are rare to most people because of their traits that they carry, and some know and some may not know. I would say they're more like the X-Men. The X-Men of this world, you know, with people with that usual blood type. And it is also known that they also get targeted for just their blood, you know, just because of that blood type. And some also believe that some people with certain blood types, or pretty much certain blood types, we may have some sort of, you know, of course, a genetic DNA that has a spiritual gift. We have spiritual gifts and all of it. And I would like, well, you know, I am the type of person to believe that we all have something different about us. So it's not like I think that my ancestors are better than other people's bloodlines because they're possibly connected to the Basque people. And my last name is very heavily tied to that origin, which is between Spain and France. That is where they're from. They're in between that area. And from my dad's side. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. And ever since I've been going through this spiritual awakening, the spiritual journey, even sometimes the spiritual war, it's all in one, you know. So you get a little bit of good, you get a little bit of bad. It's just like, you know, when you wake up, when certain people wake up, you feel like Neo from the Matrix. It's like you are the one, you are it. And you are kind of like chosen after you realize that you are on a mission. Whatever that may be for you. I don't know, everyone's different, but you know, a lot of people may believe, you know, because even in the movie, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Neo was the chosen one, or they were looking for the chosen one, but he was pretty much chosen. He is chosen. If they don't even say it in the movie, he is the perfect symbol, poster child for the chosen people, or the people that are on their chosen path. Neo, or even like people like Luke Skywalker, which is like a metaphor for what is really going on, a battle that's been going on for centuries. And somebody put this in my comments, you know, it is kind of true, because it's like the world is like a stage, you know. So, you know, like Shakespeare said, The Bible also carries a lot of magic as well, but that's why I also, as a occultist, a magician, a shaman, uh, a practicing, using my divine feminine to get me closer to my high priestess abilities. If I ever, have the chance to do that, I don't know. But I'm just happy being the witch that I am. I don't really know where it will lead me, but I'm just kind of surrendering to my witchy journey on that part. If I do, get to have that kind of knowledge to really learn those skills as, a high priestess or someone like that, because I really feel like I've been doing that for 14 years and I'm still learning, but I'm getting kind of sidetracked. The whole point is that's why I also read the Bible, because there's a lot of hidden information, even though like there could be some indoctrination and all of that, but the lighting is kind of horrible, but you know what? Should I go and let me see? Maybe I should just move the camera once more. Maybe I don't really have to like just a little bit. So yeah, so pretty much I've just kind of like, felt really drawn to the history of my bloodline and just wondering, it is kind of a coincidence. I don't even know if it's a coincidence because, I've talked about my situation and, having to go through people or agents, you can call them, who try to distract you in your mission, just like Neo. And it's like, it is kind of weird how my last name also stems from that origin. And a lot of people who come from that bloodline also get targeted. But I know that it's not, that's not always the case, So I'm not saying that that's my case, but I thought it was kind of interesting, because a lot of people who, have to run through those situations, they usually have a lot of like, or some sort of special gift. There's usually something special about people who are kind of being distracted in their mission, because it's a special mission. It's not just, you are doing the regular mundane thing. You are now like pretty much out of the matrix and you are doing something kind of great for your spirit and your soul, and just in a way you're creating your own legacy, and that's going to be a threat to some people. But I also know that those special gifts that we carry, or when you find yourself and when you finally work on yourself and do the work and find out your gifts, you kind of like, or at least me, I just like time and time I just kind of wondered, because I do believe in aliens and all of that. Like I remember when I was in college and I took a psychology course, and the teacher was like, how it's just like when you wake up, like I said, you got to go through agents. So it's like, of course she's going to be like, aware of who I am as a spiritual being, or maybe not. She could have just been one of those people that didn't believe in it. But she was definitely willing to, become an agent in that way, because she is dealing with the field of psychology. So you kind of have to, like find your place in those kind of particular areas. So it's just like so dark. But yeah, so she was pretty much like more for the darker side of the situation on that field. And she was just like very manipulative, saying, like I didn't even bring that shit. Like I felt like, why would I go to psychology class and bring up the topic of extraterrestrials? I'm not trying to give them a reason to put me in the loony bin just because they think I'm crazy for knowing this knowledge, this hidden knowledge. Um, and it's just the fact that I don't really appreciate, like, of course, like teachers and all that being in my personal business, you know. Even though I'm kind of well known a little bit in this small town, and they know that I'm very deep into hidden knowledge, so I wasn't very shocked, by maybe, I don't know, I want to maybe give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe, because some of those people in this small town were going to school too, going to the same college, so, and ironically, were in that class, some of them, maybe like one or two, I think one. So who knows, maybe she was like, hey, this chick is like into aliens or something, but who knows, even if that's the case, it wasn't really their business. But anyway, I just feel like, I want to, I believe that, that they hit this for us because, like when people get watched like that, clearly we've tapped into our power, and we're highly spiritual beings, highly powerful beings in that realm especially. And it almost makes you wonder, like, this blood that we have is so magical, and it sometimes it doesn't even matter if it's rare, because we're all one, and we're all special in something. So it's like, also, people believe that the melanin in your skin is powerful. The darker your skin, the more powerful it holds, So it's not just blood. It can be hair, it can be melanin, it can be blood, it can be even your spirit. And so I just, we are pretty much, we are walking around, we are magic. We are the magic. And I'm thinking, like, aliens are very connected to extraterrestrial. I mean, angels are connected to extraterrestrials, angels, and even some people believe that demons were connected to aliens too. Some people think that they're not aliens; they're just demons. But then again, you have the indoctrination from back in the day as well, when they killed the Gnostics. When we have the real, which are the real Christians, Mary Magdalene, after she was able to go and teach the word after the passing of Christ, and they burned them at the stake. So, everything has kind of been indoctrinated. Oh my God, this lady is horrible. So, I feel the moral of this story is that, we are starseeds. We are the aliens, and we were lied to about that. Starseeds are another form to call someone an alien, pretty much. We always looked outside to be like, oh, where's the UFOs? Yes, they're real, and there are aliens like that. There are beings that may not look like us, but we are we're also like one with them as well, and some people are like, mixed with that DNA. Some people are half alien, half human, and some people believe that we all have like reptilian in us and all of that. It is so crazy though. Like, I know they don't really like to be talked about, but like, this is more for educational purposes. It's not to be like, oh my God, I'm trying to be a conspiracy theorist. This is just my nature. This is just my soul. Because I don't think all, reps are like all bad. And I know that's controversial. I think some of them are good and some of them are bad. So, like, a lot of people believe that we are also, we have reptilian in us as humans. So it wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be surprised because, we are made of star stuff and we are star seeds. And therefore, we are the aliens as well. And I really feel like, our ancestors, are very tied. If you are a magician or believe in that part of the magical realm, you would know like about the ancestors. And sometimes your ancestors can look like these beings. You know, they don't really have to always look like me or you. You know, they're, you know, kind of tied to these other star systems and all of that. So yeah, I'll make a next video after this one that I had just done. And just please subscribe, because YouTube is unsubscribing certain people on my channel. So if you are watching, just like, you know, it would help if you can do that support. All right, thanks, because this lighting is pretty bad.